gap is growing very slightly. It's out to 7 seconds now. Rahal Fry was taking time out of him. Well, there you go. Call me a lie. Number 8 car comes down pit road. Yeah, see, I didn't think they needed to come in now. 13% would have taken him round at least another lap. But in they come. 709 Glickenhaus. Seemed to come in as well.
Guys, I think they might have come in because the there's a full course here. The slow zone is about to come out.
Exactly right.
So you might as well do the pit stop now in hope that it won't be there by the time you get back out, but I'm pretty sure it will be.
Another one of those racing vision tear-off visors being peeled off the windscreen.
So the answer, by the way, about James Collado and Alessandro Pierguidi for wins here in GT Pro. The answer is Collado has 2 wins in 2019 and 2021 and 3 second places.
Wow.
Alessandro Pierguidi has the 2 wins and 2 second places.
Okay. Team GT Pro, which ceased to be part of the championship at the end of last season, so they took the final title as well, the 3rd of their championship titles as a duo. And of course, winning them all with double points, 50 points for victory here, that never hurts your championship campaign. Number 8 team is done. 17 minutes to go in the Centenary Le Mans. Martin Hager, Graham Goodwin and Anthony Davidson.
Well, they didn't go down without a fight, did they, Toyota? And I think that's what has impressed me the most with them, their efforts this race here at the Centenary event at Le Mans. They were, you know, fighting right to the end. We're still 16 minutes still to go, of course, but I mean, in terms of pure performance, it was very evenly matched with Ferrari, and to the point where they had to both push themselves into uncomfortable territory, I'd say.
I completely agree. I think that's what's defined this race.
Yeah, I think that's, you know, it pushed both driver and machine right over the limit at points, and yeah, like I say, massively uncomfortable, and something was going to give. I had the feeling something was going to give. They were trading fastest laps all the time. It was at the time it was Brendan Hartley versus Giovinazzi, and you just felt like you were going to meet boiling point. And yeah, it was Rio when he got in the car, warned by Brendan Hartley that the rear end was very unstable. Had to be careful with the saturation of the brakes and how it was too much on the rear end. Couldn't do anything about it. It was clearly the Achilles heel of that car this whole race, or pretty much the whole race. Warned by Brendan, but still the rear locked up into Arnage, and that effectively cost them the chance to take the fight all the way to the dying seconds of this race.
Of course, Cadillac Racing in 3rd and 4th, delight to have those sounds of America, delight to have this sound of America. Awful lot of fans saying the only reason they've been able to stay awake through the night is that every 4 minutes there's a thundering V8 alarm clock comes rolling by. I'm delighted also to have had on the team another voice of American motorsport, Jim Roller. I hope it's not been a disappointing race for your return to Le Mans.
Oh heavens no, this has been fantastic. This has been everything I'd hoped it would be. It has been absolutely wonderful to finally see these hypercars in person, and Anthony summed it up greatly. I mean, this came down to the final 45 minutes. You can't ask for more than that. Maybe they'll be second-guessed about maybe who should have finished the race for Toyota, but I'll leave that to other people. There's a happy man right there.
And you're going to have 2 American class winning cars.
Yeah, that's right.
That might be a first.
Yeah.
With the Corvette winning in GTM, at least at the moment, and the Hendrick Motorsports Chevy Camaro winning in the Invitational class. Okay,
Well,
field one, but
winning popular opinion.
well, absolutely. Winning hearts and minds in a huge number.
I mean, not saying that they have won yet. I mean, if anyone knows better than anybody else, it's me. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, YouTube 2016 Toyota, then you'll know. Literally, the last lap of the race, we were in the lead by a minute and a half, and we didn't win. So, I'm not saying that Ferrari had one, but if they were to win, then you want to beat the best. You don't want it handed to you. This race hasn't been handed to them. They've had the speed. They were on pole position as a front row lockout. They haven't made strategical errors. They've been right on the money all the time, all the way through this race. All the drivers driven brilliantly well. One little error from Pierre Guidi in the night, but that I forgive him because there's a spinning car in front of him in that first chicane. So he was actually one of the pivotal moments of the race where he really got that car into the lead and excelled. And you want to beat the best. That's the thing, Toyota are the best. They're leading the World Championship. We've had 3 races, they're leading the World Championship, and they come here with the target on their back. And when you stand on that top step of the podium, you want to look over your shoulder and know that the best is standing next to you, and on that day, you were better.
I completely agree. You've taken some of the words out of my mouth on this one. The best thing about this race, we'll come to the events in due course, is it's not been easy to win. It's been very easy to lose for some people, but it's not been easy to win. The depth of competition, the scale of that competition. This is the 31 WRT car, the third place car,
That was
as he
not
lost
a
third
Ferrari
place.
nose coming through a garage, it was a WRT nose
Yes,
coming through a
it's a
garage.
problem,
It's
31.
identified the colour. So have they got a braking issue or a clutch issue? It looked like they were working, or a steering rack issue, it looked like they were working on the master cylinder.
Duquesne go through into a podium position
And that's
for
why
this.
you saw the excitement and the don't yet. Everybody's
Don't yet.
holding their breath.
But the final thing, it's thrown incident, and it's thrown drama, and it's thrown fantastic racing and uncertainty at us, lap after lap after lap after lap after lap. This is truly a worthy race for a centenary.
And you know that it's been an epically talented field in the hypercar class. You can't possibly fault the choice of any of the drivers in the cars.
No.
In GTM, in LMP2 as well. It's just been such hard, close racing.
My last trip here was 2019 before COVID, and in the intervening years, I have seen an improvement in the GTEM category, and it really showed in this event, not only with the way Ben Keating qualified the car, but the way that team came back, the great battle with the 25 car and the 85 car. I've enjoyed the Ben Keating, Sarah Bovey battle all season long in the bronze category. But Ferrari is going to, in 11 minutes, they hope, they have fingers crossed, that they will gather finally their 10th victory at this great race. And that is, that's a milestone that they can hold proudly.
That's a massive result for Ferrari. It's a massive result for this rule set. It's a massive result for the Triumphs of Le Mans. Ferrari are back in the top class and in winning form. We said after Hyperpole that that would be a news item that would be in timelines. Otherwise, we'd never have seen anything about this. And boy, are we going to get another one.
The only manufacturers that have won more, Porsche and Audi.
Yeah. It's, I mean, again, it's one of those things that happens in life that if you wrote it in the script, yeah, they come back after 50 years and they win one of the toughest races on record. Oh, okay, that's a bit far-fetched. Can you just put a bit more jeopardy in there, a few more failures? Listen, from day one, we knew that they had potential. We went to Sebring and they shook Toyota. I mean, genuinely shook Toyota by taking pole position. Then Toyota fought back and took the race win. They won 2 in Portimao. They won in Spa-Francorchamps. But there's been a Ferrari on the podium at every race. And they started, they returned to Le Mans with pole position in the hyperpole, with a front row lockout. How much of that was just sprint race pace? How long would the cars last?